Ever wondered why astronauts seem to come back taller after a trip to space? It's not just a trick of the light. Your spine literally stretches in zero gravity, leading to some truly mind-blowing changes in the human body. Get ready to discover the incredible science behind spinal elongation in space. Imagine waking up taller after a night's sleep, but you're not on Earth. This is the surprising reality for astronauts who can gain up to 2 inches in height during their missions. It's not magic, it's physiology, and it all comes down to something we take for granted every single day on our planet: gravity. Today, we're diving deep into how zero gravity sculpts your spine, making you literally reach for the stars. So, how does this all work? Let's start with what happens right here on our home planet. Like on Earth, gravity is constantly compressing your spine. From the moment you stand up in the morning to the moment you lie down at night, this invisible force is acting like a natural squisher on your entire vertebral column. Your spine isn't one solid bone. It's a stack of individual bones called vertebrae, and nestled between each one are soft, cushiony, intervertebral discs. You can think of these discs like tiny, gel-filled shock absorbers. Their job is to protect your spine, allow for movement, and absorb the impact of your daily activities like walking, running, or even just sitting. Throughout your day, as you go about your business, gravity squeezes the fluid out of these discs, causing them to compress slightly. This is why most of us are actually a tiny bit shorter in the evening compared to when we first woke up. It's a subtle change, but it happens every single day. Now, let's blast off into space and see what happens when we remove that constant downward force. In the microgravity environment of the International Space Station, everything changes. Your discs no longer experience that relentless compression from gravity. Without that constant squeeze, they can finally relax and expand to their full, uncompressed height. It's much like a dry sponge soaking up water and plumping up to its original size. In space, your intervertebral discs do something similar. They rehydrate and expand. While the expansion of a single disc is very small, when you multiply that tiny bit of extra space by all the discs in your spine, it collectively adds up. This cumulative expansion results in a noticeable, measurable increase in an astronaut's overall height. It's a temporary growth spurt, courtesy of the cosmos. But it's not just about getting taller. Zero gravity also impacts the natural and very important curves of your spine. On Earth, our spine has a gentle S-shape. This curvature helps distribute weight, absorb shock, and maintain our balance. We have a curve in our neck, our mid-back, and our lower back. In space, without the constant pull of gravity defining that downward direction, these curves tend to straighten out. The spine becomes straighter and longer. While this sounds fascinating from a scientific perspective, it's not always a comfortable experience for the astronauts. Many report experiencing back pain or discomfort, especially in the early stages of their mission, as their muscles, ligaments, and entire spinal structure adapt to this new, elongated state. Their bodies have to learn a whole new way of being. So, what happens when these space-grown spines return to Earth's persistent pull? Does the height gain last forever? Unfortunately, for anyone hoping for a permanent boost, the answer is no. As soon as an astronaut sets foot back on Earth, gravity quickly reasserts its influence. The recompression process begins almost immediately. The intervertebral discs start to lose that extra fluid they absorbed in space, and the spine begins to settle back into its familiar, earthbound shape. Within a few days to a couple of weeks, the astronaut's height typically returns to their pre-flight measurement. It is a powerful and incredible testament to the human body. Its amazing ability to adapt to extreme environments, even if it means a temporary growth spurt among the stars. It really makes you think about how intricately we are connected to our planet's environment. This whole phenomenon of spinal elongation is just one of many strange and wonderful things that happen to the human body in space. From fluid shifts that cause a puffy face to changes in bone density and muscle mass, space travel is the ultimate test of human adaptability. Scientists are constantly studying these effects to better understand how we can support long-duration space missions in the future, especially as we set our sights on Mars and beyond. What other bizarre physiological changes do you think happen in space? Let me know your thoughts and theories in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this journey into space physiology, Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into the wonders of science. See you next time.